So, guys, we got our crypto president. The market's reacted. I'm happy. You're happy. Everything's going up at the moment. So, this is what the market's doing. And Jasmy Coin is doing no different. In fact, Jasmy Coin is doing something that we've been monitoring for the past few weeks. It's been breaking this big trend. So, what needs to happen in the short term for Jasmy Coin? What levels need to hold? And what levels do we need to regain before we can really confirm that bull run? We're going to focus on protections in this video. What needs to actually happen for us to put a confirmation of a new bull run? Because we need to look at other metrics, starting with Bitcoin. So we're going to be doing that, and we're going to be going into the shorter term Jasmy. For bull market projections, go back and watch the previous Jasmy videos. In this one, we're going to focus on protections and confirmation of the new bull run. So what needs to happen in the short term, and what can we use, or what tools can we use to monitor Jasmy going forward? You can see we're trading just under 2 cents at the moment, and Jasmy Coin's been rejected by the 50 daily moving average. So that's one level that we need to overcome in the short term. There's another key level here, which has acted as resistance previously, many times. That level is sitting at 0.02042. So you can see that 2 cents round here is a psychological barrier to overcome. Once we get a break and a close above these key areas, we can look at testing this resistance as confirmation, and then we can go and look for trying the 200 period moving average, because that's going to be our bull market indicator, the 200 period moving average. Once you regain the 200, you're putting in those higher highs and higher lows. The faster pace period moving average, which is the 50 period moving average, can then cross over, and you get that confirmation of the golden cross. So we're looking in the short term now, and it feels like things are getting closer. How do we know that things are getting closer? We look at the big daddy Bitcoin. What's happening on the back of Trump becoming president? You can see Bitcoin's just putting a new all-time high. Go and check out my previous video that I done earlier on today, where we go through a full market analysis of what exactly happened with the markets after Trump became president. So go back and watch that video. So we're putting an all-time high of 75,484, and we're currently sat at 74,389. So what we need to be looking for in the next 11 hours and 13 minutes at this candle close is we need to break and close above 73,659. Then we're likely to be bullish tomorrow, or we're likely to pull back and test this as support confirmation. That's the key thing. This needs to be support confirmation, this area here. So we can look at that over the next couple of days, guys, and it does feel like it's getting close. Trump's pushed it above all-time highs. If we close above all-time highs, that's going to indicate we're going to be starting the new bull rally. Once Bitcoin's led the new bull rally, other coins like Jasmy Coin and other altcoins will follow afterwards. So we've broken a key area. It looks like we're at resistance now. We are at resistance now. We've broken a key area, which is strong. This key area is sitting at this shelf here, which become previous resistance, and that's sat at 0.0187. So I'm just going to zoom into the shorter time frame before we get into some of the metrics. You can see we're creating one thing here. We've had the break of this trend. We've had a break, and now we're creating a bit of a flag. So you'll expect price to bolt down like this, whilst it's testing its 200 period 4-hour moving average, and it'll go like this, and then we're waiting for the flag to make a decision. Because we've got a flagpole to the upside, there's a higher probability you're going to get a flagpole to the upside again, and you can monitor that by waiting for this price action build up, putting in a trend line, and waiting for the break. Right, okay, so that's what we're looking for in the 4-hour. You can see the line of resistance that we're up against is 0.02039. So that's good in the short term. We've regained the 200 4-hour moving average, 200 4-hour moving average. So that's strong. So we jump back into the daily now, guys. Jump back in the daily, and we can look at the indicators on Jasmy Coin. We can look at the indicators, and one thing that I do need to point out, where's our protection zone? Go back and watch the previous videos. We've got our protection zone here. This is the last line of defense at 0.01596. If price did decide to do something like this was a fake out. It's a higher probability that it's not going to do this, because we've already had the conviction. The bulls have regained the momentum. The bulls have got conviction, and people believe in it. So there's less of a probability something like that happening. But this is your last line of defense if it is 0.016. 0.016. So I need to point that out. That's a protection zone. Right, indicators. Right, back on the daily, you can see we've had a cross on the stochastic, and we're moving to the upside. So we're going to monitor this upside move, and we need to see how strong this upside move and where price action hits as we get to the overbought region. If we've regained this level here, as we get to the overbought region, ideally, we want to test the 200, come back down, test this as support, which was previous resistance going back here. Remember 0.02039, that's a key level. And as the stochastic comes down, after we've reacted from the 200, stochastic comes down, we want to hold this level of support as this becomes oversold. That's going to be our key indicator. So we'll be monitoring that over the next couple of weeks. So that's the indicators. The RSI, what do we need to happen on the RSI? We need to regain the 50 level on the RSI, this level here. Why is this important? This is one of our bull market indicators. You've got the 200 period moving average and you've got the RSI above 50. What I want to do is show you how price reacts when we're below and how price reacts when we're above. So we need to hold this level. We've broken the 50 period. We need to hold this level. Let me just go back on the chart and show you exactly how the chart looks when you compare it against the RSI above 50 and holding and the RSI under 50 and holding. So this is under 50. This area here, under 50. How's price reacting? Bearish. Can't get above this shelf here. Go back here. Bullish. What's happening here? Above 50. You've got this price action here, above 50. So we need to be holding this level. Here's a strong indication there. Look, above 50. Just look at that. See? Bullish. You're above 50. So you're trending bullish when you're above 50. Bearish when you're below 50. So that's a short-term indicator that we need to overcome. Then, of course, we'll be looking at the other charts. Of course, the dominance. This is a key one, the dominance. To hit a strong level of resistance. This is such a strong level of resistance. And this goes back, I said it in the earlier video, this goes back to January 2023. So this hasn't broken since January 2023. We're at a strong resistance level. And then we're at strong resistance. This is coiled up now, guys. This is coiled up for a big move to the downside. When you get a big move to the downside on this, people coming out of Bitcoin into altcoins, out of Bitcoin into altcoins. Remember previous video, and anyone that's watched my previous video, this is pretty much just going over, but this needs to happen for Jasmy Coin to get conviction, to be able to confirm the next bull run. That's what we're talking about in this video. So you can see this drop here below the 200 period moving average is so significant. We're about to put in a new lower low, and that's good. Once we've put in a new lower low, this is the opposite of what we want to happen on Bitcoin. This is the opposite of what we want to happen on altcoins. We want the dollar to be weak and the dollar to come down like this. Lose the 200 daily moving average, move to the downside. Then, of course, what we had was the golden cross, which is happening right now, and the candle closing above the 50 and above the 200, regaining those periods and creating this golden cross to the upside. So the markets are looking positive for Jasmy, but we do need to do a few things. This is a higher risk altcoin on Jasmy, so it needs to be treated like a high risk altcoin. That means it's probably going to be lagging in comparison to the rest of the crypto market. So if Bitcoin's doing large swings now, Jasmy Coin will be doing exactly the same kind of swings or less swings until Bitcoin confirms the bull market, and then you'll get bigger swings from Jasmy Coin and altcoins that are higher risk. So that's the key area, guys, to beat 2037. We'll be monitoring that in the Discord, so get in the Discord, completely free, and I'll leave a link in the description below and we can monitor that together. So if you did enjoy this video, guys, let me know in the comments what you want me to cover next, and I'll see you in the next one.